Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, triumphs and challenges. Along this path, we all encounter pain, physical, emotional, and mental. It's an unavoidable part of the human experience. But here's a powerful truth that can change your perspective and fuel your resilience. Pain is temporary. Think about that for a moment. Pain is temporary. It may not feel like it when you're in the midst of suffering, but it's true. Pain, no matter how intense or overwhelming it may seem, does not last forever. It's a temporary state, a fleeting moment in the grand scheme of your life. This simple yet profound concept has the power to transform how we face challenges and overcome obstacles. When we understand that pain is temporary, we gain the strength to endure, the courage to persevere, and the hope to look beyond our current struggles. Let's consider physical pain for a moment. Whether it's the burn in your muscles during an intense workout, the ache of recovery after surgery, or the discomfort of pushing your body to new limits, physical pain has an endpoint. Your body is remarkably resilient, capable of healing and adapting. The pain you feel today is preparing you for greater strength tomorrow. Think of an athlete training for a marathon. The grueling runs, the sore muscles, the exhaustion, all of it is temporary. But the sense of accomplishment, the improved health, and the realization of a dream, those are long-lasting. The temporary pain leads to permanent gain. The same principle applies to emotional pain. Heartbreak, loss, disappointment, these feelings can be overwhelming, making us feel as if the pain will never end. But it does. Time has a way of healing emotional wounds. The sharp sting of a recent breakup gradually fades. The grief of losing a loved one, while never completely gone, becomes more manageable. The disappointment of a failed project gives way to new opportunities and lessons learned. Remember, every emotion, no matter how intense, is temporary. Happiness, sadness, anger, fear, they all come and go like waves in the ocean. When you're experiencing emotional pain, remind yourself this too shall pass. It's not about suppressing or ignoring your emotions, but rather understanding their temporary nature and not allowing them to define you. Mental pain, such as stress, anxiety, or self-doubt, can be particularly challenging because it often feels endless. The constant worry, the nagging voice of insecurity, the pressure to perform, these can create a sense of permanent discomfort. But even this pain is temporary. With the right tools, support, and mindset, you can overcome mental hurdles and find peace. Consider the stress of studying for a difficult exam or preparing for an important presentation. The anxiety might feel all-consuming in the moment, but it's temporary. Once the task is complete, the stress dissipates. And more importantly, you emerge stronger, more knowledgeable, and better prepared for future challenges. Understanding that pain is temporary doesn't mean we should ignore or minimize our struggles. Pain serves a purpose. It's a signal, a teacher, a catalyst for growth. Physical pain alerts us to potential danger or injury, prompting us to take care of our bodies. Emotional pain deepens our capacity for empathy and connection. Mental pain often pushes us to make necessary changes in our lives. The key is to acknowledge the pain, learn from it, but not be defined by it. Recognize its temporary nature and use that knowledge as a source of strength and motivation. When you're facing a difficult situation, try this: close your eyes and imagine yourself a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. Chances are the pain you're feeling right now will have lessened or even disappeared entirely. This perspective can help you endure the present moment with greater resilience. Think about some of the most inspiring stories of human triumph. They almost always involve overcoming temporary pain to achieve lasting success. Consider the stories of individuals who have overcome physical disabilities to achieve athletic greatness, or those who have risen from poverty to become leaders in their fields. These individuals didn't avoid pain, they embraced it, understood its temporary nature, and used it as fuel to propel them forward. The concept of temporary pain applies not just to individual struggles, but to collective challenges as well. Throughout history, societies have faced periods of hardship, wars, economic depressions, natural disasters. While living through these times can be incredibly difficult, they are ultimately temporary. Humanity has a remarkable ability to rebuild, recover, and often emerge stronger than before. When we internalize the idea that pain is temporary, we develop a powerful tool for maintaining hope in difficult times. Hope is the antidote to despair, the light that guides us through our darkest moments. Knowing that our pain will not last forever gives us the strength to keep moving forward, one step at a time. This doesn't mean we should simply grit our teeth and wait for the pain to pass. Instead, we can take active steps to work through our pain, to learn from it, and to grow because of it. Seek support when you need it, whether from friends, family, or professionals. Develop coping strategies that work for you, perhaps meditation, exercise, or creative expression. Take care of your physical and mental health, especially when you're going through tough times. Remember, embracing the temporary nature of pain doesn't mean avoiding it or pretending it doesn't exist. It's about facing it head on with the knowledge that it will pass. This mindset allows us to engage with our pain in a healthier, more productive way. Consider the metaphor of a storm. When we're in the midst of a storm, whether it's a literal thunderstorm or a storm of life circumstances, it can feel like it will never end. The wind howls, the rain pours, and the world seems dark and chaotic. But we know that every storm, no matter how fierce, eventually passes. The clouds part, the sun emerges, and we're left with clear skies once again. Our pain is like that storm, intense and overwhelming in the moment, but ultimately temporary. This perspective can be particularly powerful when dealing with chronic pain or long-term challenges. Even if the pain itself doesn't completely disappear, our relationship to it can change. We can learn to manage it, to find moments of respite, to focus on the aspects of our lives that bring joy and fulfillment despite the pain. When we truly internalize the idea that pain is temporary, it changes how we approach challenges. Instead of being paralyzed by fear or overwhelmed by the intensity of the pain, we can face difficulties with courage and determination. We know that no matter how hard things get, they will improve. This belief gives us the strength to persevere, to keep pushing forward, even when everything in us wants to give up. Think about a time in your past when you overcame a painful situation. Maybe it was a difficult breakup, the loss of a job, or a personal failure. At the time, the pain might have felt unbearable, but you got through it. You survived, and chances are you learned something valuable from the experience. That's the power of understanding that pain is temporary. It allows us to see our challenges not just as sources of suffering, but as opportunities for growth and learning. This mindset can be particularly helpful when pursuing long-term goals or dreams. The path to any significant achievement is rarely smooth. It's often filled with setbacks, disappointments, and moments of self-doubt. But when we understand that these painful moments are temporary, we're more likely to persist. We can see beyond the current struggle to the potential reward waiting on the other side. Consider the journey of an entrepreneur starting a new business. There will be long hours, financial stress, and moments of uncertainty. But by recognizing these challenges as temporary, the entrepreneur can maintain their vision and drive, pushing through the difficult times to build something lasting and meaningful. The same principle applies to personal growth and self-improvement. Changing ingrained habits or overcoming personal limitations can be painful. It requires us to step out of our comfort zones, to confront our fears and insecurities. But this pain is temporary, and on the other side of it lies personal growth, increased confidence, and a stronger sense of self. When we embrace the temporary nature of pain, we also become more resilient. Each time we work through a painful situation, we prove to ourselves that we can handle challenges. We build emotional and mental muscles that make us better equipped to face future difficulties. This resilience becomes a source of strength that we can draw upon throughout our lives. It's important to note that recognizing pain as temporary doesn't mean we should rush through the healing process or ignore our feelings. Healing takes time, and it's okay to acknowledge and feel our pain. The key is to do so with the understanding that it won't last forever, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. This perspective can be particularly helpful when supporting others who are going through difficult times. By gently reminding them that their pain is temporary, we can offer hope and encouragement without dismissing their current feelings. We can be a steady presence, helping them weather the storm until calmer seas return. The concept of temporary pain also invites us to live more fully in the present moment. When we understand that both pain and pleasure are fleeting, we can learn to appreciate the good times more deeply and to find meaning even in our struggles. It encourages us to make the most of every moment, knowing that nothing good or bad lasts forever. Consider how this mindset might change your approach to daily life. Perhaps you'd be more willing to take risks, knowing that the potential pain of failure is temporary. Maybe you'd be more open to new experiences, understanding that any discomfort or uncertainty is short-lived. You might find yourself more resilient in the face of daily stresses and setbacks, able to maintain a broader perspective. The temporary nature of pain also reminds us of the importance of gratitude. When we're not in pain, when things are going well, we can appreciate these moments more fully, knowing they won't last forever. This gratitude can become a powerful force in our lives, improving our overall well-being and helping us maintain a positive outlook even during challenging times. As we embrace the idea that pain is temporary, we can also extend more compassion to ourselves and others. We can be gentler with ourselves when we're struggling, knowing that this too shall pass. We can be more patient and understanding with others, recognizing that everyone goes through temporary periods of pain and difficulty. Remember, acknowledging that pain is temporary doesn't mean denying its intensity or importance in the moment. Pain, whether physical, emotional, or mental, is real and valid. The goal is not to dismiss or minimize our pain, but to view it through a lens of hope and perspective. This mindset can be particularly powerful when facing societal or global challenges. In times of social unrest, economic hardship, or environmental crisis, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed and hopeless. But history has shown us time and again that even the most difficult periods are temporary. Societies evolve, solutions are found, and humanity continues to progress. By maintaining this long-term perspective, we can stay motivated to work towards positive change, even when the challenges seem insurmountable. Subscribe for more videos.